While the sports gambling industry continues to grow in the United States, WWE won't become part of it in the immediate future. TKO President and Chief Operating Officer Mark Shapiro told CNBC today that legalized betting on WWE matches will not be happening. It had been reported in 2023 that WWE was interested in making it legal to bet on high-profile matches. The company had talks with state gambling regulators, but if the idea was going to become a reality, WWE would have had to take steps like working with a firm to lock in match results well ahead of time and ensure they did not leak. Mark Shapiro said, "It's not happening. We're scripted. Look, years ago I ran Dick Clark Productions. We had enough challenge keeping the American Music Awards and the Golden Globe winners under wraps with an auditor that was there. We're not going to be asking Triple H, Paul Levesque, who runs our creative, to keep his script so under wrap that we can start sports betting. It just doesn't jive." Shapiro said TKO is doing sports gambling with the UFC and believes the young audience and young men specifically love the gambling aspect. WWE and AEW have both had partnerships with sports gambling companies, but they have been free-to-play pools instead of standard betting. On to our next story. A day after TKO announced their quarterly earnings, one of the company's higher-ups said in a new interview that he has been in contact with Vince McMahon and that the former chairman is positive about WWE's direction. TKO Chief Operating Officer Mark Shapiro talked with CNBC's Alex Sherman and was asked about McMahon, who is still under federal investigation for the hush money scandal in addition to the primary subject of the Janelle Grant lawsuit. Mark Shapiro revealed that he had breakfast with Vince McMahon recently to just check in following the recent Netflix docuseries drop. He said he hadn't heard from Vince at all and wanted to see where he was with everything, saying he's got litigation that he's working through, and frankly, he wants the privacy and the time to work through it, which is great, because in the meantime, we're going to keep building TKO and WWE. He also added that Vince McMahon couldn't be more cooperative, he couldn't have been nicer, and was a total pro at breakfast. He then reaffirmed that Vince McMahon has nothing to do with TKO, makes no decisions, and is not asked for opinions even though he remains a shareholder. He said Vince McMahon couldn't have been more positive about the direction of WWE, but specifically said he wasn't asked for his opinion. As recently as March of this year, Shapiro went on record to say Vince was not returning to TKO. Vince McMahon shut down PBR being part of TKO's launch. Shapiro also revealed that Vince didn't want the professional bull riding group in TKO upon the creation of the company. He wanted to focus on just WWE and UFC to start, and didn't want to confuse the messaging. He also said that Vince McMahon wasn't against PBR ever joining TKO, but just not on the onset. Of course, PBR did join 2 weeks ago in an intercompany acquisition. Mark Shapiro said it was a compromise that when it came to TKO, Vince had to do some things Ari Emanuel, Dana White, and Mark Shapiro wanted, and vice versa. In regards to ads on Netflix, Shapiro also said when it comes to Netflix advertising on WWE Raw, dynamic personalized advertising focused on users based on data versus general broad ads will be in place for year 2, but not year 1. He said the manual advertising is already filled up. He also said Netflix could be in the mix for UFC TV rights when those come up next year. Shifting gears now to our next story, this morning Malakai Black made it clear that he is not injured and is not leaving AEW. The ending of this week's AEW Dynamite led to fan speculation that Malakai Black could be taking time off from AEW or leaving the promotion. Malakai Black lost to Adam Cole in the main event of Dynamite before the two shared a moment together after the match. Adam Cole extended a handshake to Malakai Black, who declined it but hugged Adam Cole instead. Adam Cole then cut a promo calling Malakai Black one of the best wrestlers he has ever faced. He gave the crowd a moment to cheer for Malakai and give him a standing ovation. Malakai Black posted a video on his Instagram stories saying the promo was just Adam Cole thanking him for the match. Malakai said he has not been injured in more than 3 years and he would appreciate it if people would stop starting rumors about him retiring. In 2022, Malakai Black opened up about the back issues he had battled. Malakai Black said he thought the issues were going to end his career at one point before treatment helped him recover. It remains to be seen whether the moment with Adam Cole will mark a change for Black's character. He's the leader of House of Black in AEW with Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Julia Hart. Some more AEW news. Powerhouse Hobbs is back. Ricochet introduced Hobbs as his mystery partner in the main event of Dynamite, where he and Hobbs went on to defeat Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher. Following the bout, Kyle Fletcher took out Hobbs with a steel chair. Mark Davis came out and confronted Kyle Fletcher, but was met by Lance Archer and Brian Cage. Will Ospreay then came out to make the save, clearing the ring as the show went off the air. Prior to the match, Ricochet explained that Hobbs' contract with the Don Callis family had expired last month, and Hobbs was mad that no one checked in on him during his recovery. Powerhouse Hobbs was injured back on the April 24th edition of Dynamite, where he blew out the patellar tendon in his knee during a match against Jon Moxley for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. In recent months, he had been backstage at AEW shows meeting with doctors, and in October revealed he was cleared for an in-ring return. Moving on, WWE NXT has revealed the date and location for this year's NXT Deadline Premium Live event. As announced by NXT GM Ava during Wednesday's WWE NXT, Deadline will emanate from Minneapolis, Minnesota on Saturday, December 7th. Ava also announced the return of the Iron Survivor Challenge for Deadline, 25-minute matches where the highest point scorer is crowned the new #1 contender for the NXT or NXT Women's Championship. Trick Williams and Blair Davenport were the 2023 Iron Survivor Challenge winners, while Roxanne Perez and Grayson Waller won the inaugural Iron Survivor Challenge matches in 2022. Qualifying matches for the Iron Survivor Challenge bouts will begin on the Tuesday, November 12th WWE NXT episode. Additionally, ticket information has been announced for Grand Slam Texas. AEW announced on Wednesday that VIP packages for All In will go on sale on November 20th. Ticket pre-sales will start on December 2nd, with tickets officially going on sale on December 9th. Next year's show will take place at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas on July 12th. This will be the first All-In event in the United States since 2018, when the first show took place in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. AEW's biggest show of the year was brought back in 2023 and 2024 at Wembley Stadium in London after AEW purchased Ring of Honor, who owned the 2018 event. All In will return to London in 2026. That's a wrap for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to F4W Online, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful.